Hi there folks, and welcome back to Rebel's Starcraft 2 channel. Today I have another game for you between DIMAGA playing as the red Zerg versus Jinro playing as the yellow Terran. The battle will be on Scrap Station, and this is game 2 in a best of 3 matchup in the Razer League Group B. As I know from both players, I've seen Jinro go to Thors many times, so I'm wondering, even with this short airdrop distance, what we will see of him. I've seen a lot of Thor drops being used very effective against a lot of players, but there is no high ground around the base on Scrap Station, so I don't know what we will see. DIMAGA, as I have known from DIMAGA, he is really more of a macro oriented player. He likes to go for that fast expansion even on this heavy, this hard map. You see, even the most top players say that on this map you should have a one base build that was pre-patch 10 or 11, I think, where they put destructible rocks over here to help and protect the natural expansion. Jinro going for quite a standard build, and as we look at the APM, we see that Jinro is a bit more on his toes the second game. It is a bit later in game, so I think he averaged it up a bit, but DIMAGA is relaxing a bit more if you compare it to last game. Last game he started out with 270. I'm not sure how long he remained it. Maybe I should check a bit later too, but there's so many other things to check on and to talk about, so I will try. As we look at the production, we have a factory coming in for Jinro. I see the chance raised that we are going to see some Thors with that very early factory, maybe also going to build some Hellions for early map control and early harass. Only that last game it didn't work out that well. I don't think he built enough, or the speed links were enough and required too much macro to get around. Roach Warren now coming up for DIMAGA, Queen popping in while the Jinro is building a tech lab on his factory, indicating that we are probably going to see some roaches and also going for that quite fast expansion. 22 expansion for Terran. I'd say against Zerg maybe it is good to do, because you know a Zerg will probably also get his expansion before 22 supply. As we look at the harvester count, both players are quite equal, but with that mule, Jinro is in the advantage here. With the second base kicking in, DIMAGA will probably be in the advantage soon. There's one yellow spot here on the map. I'm not sure what is hiding over there, but I cannot see it, while the first two Hellions are moving in. They will be able to see this expansion, but there will be roaches defending it. Very good play by DIMAGA, getting roaches, knowing that there will probably be some Hellion harass. That factory will be up quite soon, and the Zerglings on the creep are able to scare away those Hellions. Not very good macro by Jinro. You can get a lot more damage out of those Hellions if you get more attacks off in between, but now with 4 Hellions moving out, and while the creep is expanding, trying to take down one of those creep tumors. And as we look at the production, Hydralisk then coming in for DIMAGA, but with 2 roaches in both bases. 3 here DIMAGA is able to scare away those Hellions. Those Hellions should be able to do a run by somewhere there. They are so fast, and the base is quite big for so he is able to run around. A bit of chit chat about lag there, and Jinro is moving out with his first orbital command, while those Hellions try and do some damage here. First Hydralisks are moving in now, and with those roaches up front they will be quite safe. Marauders and bunkers now being brought in, and bunkers now being built on the top, while the Hellions return from some sort of a failed attempt. The first Thor now also coming in play, and more barracks are being built by Jinro. Overseer now getting scared away by this Marine, trying to get it as far away as possible, and again we see DIMAGA place all his units very good. As you look at this Overlord, it's placed on the high ground, so it will be able to spot the low ground, and the low ground will not be able to spot it. So he could even put an Overlord over here, and he would be able to see this choke without Jinro being able to see it. Siege tanks now also joining the army for Jinro, will be a very good counter against those roaches, and if you position them correctly you will be able to get up off a flank on this high ground. You can probably cover this whole choke with your siege tanks, and that will really hurt the incoming roaches. Hellions now moving out, trying to get some more harass, but just stopping those creep tumors from coming up. Creep is spreading all over the map, and the Queen is coming back to put up another creep tumor. Jinro just not able to spot it from coming up, while both players are starting to macro up their army. Siege mode now also coming in, and upgrades for DIMAGA. Marauders also being a good counter against those Hydralisks, against those roaches, and of course also the Hydralisk, and we also have Infestors on the side of DIMAGA to counter those Thors. Overseer now trying to get some more scouting information. Thor trying to kill off this annoying bug, trying to know what Jinro is doing, trying to scout her out with it, and the siege tech is completed, so Jinro really should put up his siege tanks up front here, but he is still harassing with his Hellions.